Hi guys, if you are watching this video, then welcome. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this pop-up in your web page using JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. All you need to do is to grab a computer and also install Visual Studio Code inside your computer. I have my Visual Studio Code open as well as my lifesaver in this other right hand, and in my heading tab I have a link tag that is referencing my font awesome icon, as I'll be using one or two of them. I also have a link that is referencing my style document, that's style.css, as well as my main.js as and also my style.css files are being opened, and you can see that there's nothing inside. What I'm going to do here, I'll just make another div with a class of container, and this will contain my button, and here we'll have a class of logout logout btn, and inside here I'll have logouts. I save this, I have this beautiful logout button displayed here. Now I'll start styling my code the moment I put in text into the HTML documents. So here I'm going to say margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. Save this. You can already see that my CSS is successfully linked with the HTML documents. Body, main height 100, background, um, now I want this background to be center and it should cover the whole. If I save this, I have this background here. I'm supposed to add overlay, so I'll come here and I'll say body dot after contents. I don't need anything. I would say width 100%, height 100%, and then top 0, right 0. If I save this, background color black. Over here, this should do. That's too much. It should be okay. And yes, guys, we have done that. So I'll also have a z index so that I can make this go back like this. You now notice the change, right? By comment out and comment out that. Yes, we are almost done. Next thing I'm going to do is to target that container. I'll give it a position of relative, and then I'll give it a height of 100% view height. Width, okay, I don't need that width, and then I'll give it a display of flex, justify content, center, align items center. Alright. Now for the button, I'll make it a padding of 0.5 rem, rem left and right. If I save this, I have this beautiful button. Font width should be 600. Let me try this, and that's okay. And then I need a font height. Right? Do I need a font height? Nope. Alright, that's okay. And right inside my body, I'm going to give it a font family of sans serif. Let me try this Helvetica. Does that even work? Okay, I think I can manage that. Okay, so what else? Yes, we will need to go back to my HTML document, and here I'm going to make another div. I'll just comment here. I'll say pop up, and here I'll do dots pop up, and here I'm going to do. I'll come back here. So I'll click this guy. I have a div, I have this beautiful icon, I have IU and all of this. So I'm not going to waste you guys time. I'll just write the text and I'll go live again and you'll see what I've done. Yes, I'm done writing the code. So I have this guy, and if I come to our live server, we have all of these guys here, right? So this is everything we need. Yes, you cannot see because the color right now of the text is black. So what I need to do, I need to start styling it, and yes, we will go to the CSS file to start styling a pop-up. I'm just gonna do dots pop-up, and here I'm going to do position. I'll give it a background color of top would be 50%, right or left. Save this, I'll have this guy. And now have transform, translate 50 minus 50% minus 50% y-axis. Is it 50% y-axis? Alright. So that's how to center a div container or um any other HTML tag. Now I need to give it a specified height and width. So I'll say height 400 pixels. Height 400 pixels, width 350 pixels, and what is happening? Looks to me like the width is shorter than the height. So I'll remove these and do 300 pixels and see. Alright. Oh yeah, I made a mistake. So the width will be 400 pixels and then the height will be 350. That's what I want. And now we need some border radius. I would say 10 or 5 pixels. If I save this, I have those beautiful border radius. And then padding 1 rem, 1 rem, 2 rem, 1 rem, top and down, and then 2 rem left and right. Next thing I'll do is for my icon here. So if you look at this, I have this beautiful icon. So I'm going to do fonts awesome, and here I'm going to do okay. I'll just bring the icon. I already have the link in my heading tag of my HTML. So I'll do icon. I'm going to type important. This is what I want. I'll go to my HTML. I'll put it here. So if I save this, open my live saver, you see this beautiful icon here, right? So I need to start styling the icon. I'll come here and I'll say dot icon font size 6. Here I'm going to do text align center. Okay, so for this icon I'm going to color blue. Now I'll leave it like this, and then I'll start my heading one on width 500, font width 500. So I'll just do display flex direction column and now gap 0.5 area. Save this. I need some spaces between those two. Yes, now let's take a look at whatever we have that we are working on. So what we need next is this guy, right? I'm just gonna put this here. I'll bring it. I'll put it here. And yeah, I'll close this one. So we have everything next to each other. So this is beautiful. Okay. So I think here it's too big. I'll make it 2 rem and I'll leave this 2 rem is okay. About 2.5. Alright. So the next thing I'll be doing is that button. For the button, I'll go to my HTML, and in between my opening and closing pop-up tag, I'll have another div that has a class of btns. Here I'll have 2 buttons. I'll have 1 button. Are you sure you're leaving? Yes. No. Yes. I save this. I have these 2 beautiful buttons here, right? And yeah, that's what I want. So the next thing I'll do is to style this button. So I'll come to my CSS. I'll do the btns btns position bottom 2 rem or 1 rem. Right should be minus. Save this. I have these guys like this. I have the btns button I have border I have font size 1.65. I have font width background color transparent. So this is what I want. And for all my buttons, have a cursor pointer. I already have padding on this button, so I'll just cancel this guy. Come here, I'll just paste it here, right? So I'll do, yeah, it's okay like this. Now for the padding here, I'm going to do right that first padding. I'll do 0.5 area. Yes, and I can as well move this up a little bit. So now I'll need to fix in the color of the icon, at least to match the one we have here. So now what else? The next thing we want to do is to style this last button. So I'm going to come here. I'll do the btns button dot last child. I'm going to say background color at same. Save this first. I have this adding 0.5 area to 1. Next thing I can do, I'll give it a box sizing, sorry, box shadow 0, 0. What else? 0. Save this. Have this guy. Pixels. Alright, this is what I want. So yes guys, we are done with our CSS, the appearance of the website. The next thing we want to do is the CSS, and just for timing sake, I'm going to modify this styling here. So what I'm going to do is edit it. I'll just come back here and say pop-up dot show. So when it is pop-up dot show, I'll need the top to be 50%, as well as the transform property. I need it to be all this guy. Yes, but for now, as well as scale will be 1. But for now, scale will be 0.1 or 0.2. And then the top would be 0. Okay, I think I'm not supposed to do that here. Top would be 0. Alright, so this is what I want. Also, visibility should be hidden. And here I'll do visibility um visibility visible. I'll add some transition property here. So transition for my transform. second, and also my top 4 seconds. I save this, and yes, what happens is whenever we have a class of show attached to my pop-up div, then it's going to appear here. Now it's having that issue because of my image quality. It's very high. Source I'll have here my main.js. I'll have 3 variables. Let's just show btn equals documents dot query selector. That's it. Log out btn. So I'm gonna do let's confirm documents dot query selector or let's pop up equals documents dot query selector. Save this 3 guy. Just targeted this guy my close and open btn, which I'll use it for each method to target, and as well as the pop-up div itself. So I'm going to add an event listener to this logout btn. Show button btn dot add event listener, and it's going to be click event. Function would be to add a class list to the pop-up. So pop-up dot add the class list dot add show. So if I save this, whenever I click on this guy, we have this guy added, and then we have this beautiful transition. Next thing I'll do is to add event listener to each of these buttons. So I'll do confirm dot I have an anonymous function and here I would have btn dot add event listener click event function. The function would be what to remove that class list from the pop-up. So I'm just gonna say button dot class list dot remove. I click this guy. I have this pop-up. When I click it, it disappears. I click again, and any of them that I click, it disappears, right? So yes guys, we are done with the tutorial. So we just have these 18 lines of JavaScript code, and then 91 lines, approximately 100 lines of CSS, with just 20 or 30 lines of HTML, and boom, we have done with the project. So we have this beautiful transition that displays this pop-up notification to the user as it seems. So thank you, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.